Wee! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Soft Pants Nation. My name is Amanda Duncan. I'm a singer-songwriter, craft nerd, and techie geek, and lover of baking things, and DIY-er, if you will. I start off the show with one of my original songs. Let's do it. Did I start this off with the last show? I don't know. But it'll be different after this after the fact. Every night my mama told me be home by supper time. Deep fried chicken and apple pie, they sure would suit me fine. Put on my fancy party dress, oh my hair can't look a mess. Takes a little longer than you might guess to shine my shoes and go. Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing with a girl like me? Do 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 do. Woo! I'm at the party shaking what I got, ain't nothing gonna stop me now. The two-step Charleston, get in line, come on, I'll show you how. I'm cutting up a rug with my own 2 feet, swinging my hips, break it down to the beat. I'm the kind of girl that you like to meet, so take me for a whirl. Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing with a girl like me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. I dropped my pick. Do. I saved the day. Oh yeah. Do do. Do 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 do. Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing? Don't you feel like dancing with a girl like me? Do 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 do. I did play that song in the beginning of the last show, but whatever. It's a really good song. Come on. All right, let's see who's here. Hey, Corey. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Gina. Hey, Michael. Hey, Kiana. Christopher. Ryan. Two Ryans again in this show. Hey, Megan. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, hey, Jazzy. I hope you had a great birthday weekend. Okay. Well, we're going to start off this segment here where I'm going to wear headphones for this because I'm playing a video. And for those of you who've never have seen the show, I do a thing called Mover and Shaker of the Week. So this week, Ryan's been featured before, but I wanted to feature him again. And there's no limit on how many times someone gets featured. It's just that I just want to feature you guys doing things that make you feel good about yourself or something that's improving the world. And my friend Ryan, he lives on the West Coast, and he lives pretty close to where the mass shooting happened at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. And I don't want this show to be like, it's always a show that I want it to be uplifting, but I think that, there's some things worthy of addressing. And he made a fundraiser, and I'm going to play the video for you that I'm only going to play part of it because I want you guys to take a look at the video that he made. And he's a banjo player, which is so cool. But without further ado, I'm just going to play the video.
my name is Ryan Pittman. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine here in town, Kevin Pfeffer, professional musician, wonderful musician, started a project where he posted songs online in exchange for a donation to the Gilroy Foundation to benefit the victims of the unfortunate mass shooting that we had here in Gilroy at our Garlic Festival last month. He challenged other musicians that saw his project, and particularly locals who lived here in town, to join him in that project and submit other recordings that he could add to the project. Wanting to do something for my community and following in the spirit of Kevin and another wonderful professional musician friend of mine, Amanda Duncan, who are always trying to use their music to better their community and the world in general. I wanted to do a song that could contribute to the project. Now, my video is not as professionally done as Kevin's is, but it's still our honest effort, and together with a partner of mine, Matt Linton, we recorded a song for you. I hope you enjoy it, and if you're so inclined, please consider making a donation to the Gilroy Foundation to benefit the victims of this tragedy. And here in our local community, we are Gilroy strong. Thanks.
All right, I just wanted to show you, I don't want to be in the frame or anything because I just felt like it was more important for you guys to kind of, to watch that and to listen to what he has to say. And the link, for those of you, he's doing this fundraiser, and I'm pretty sure I put the link inside of the show notes. So, yes, I did. So, I would love it if any of you would, $5, $10, just anything, because, yeah. So, just, and also, like, give Ryan, a bunch of hearts right now, because I think it's, I think it's really important that he's being proactive about something like this, which is, sadly, the crazy new normal that is happening. And I really hope that I live to see the day where there's some major changes happening. But anyway, so I know this is kind of like sort of like a sad version of Mover and Shaker of the Week, but I just wanted to point out how great it is that Ryan's being proactive and not just screaming out into the ether and complaining about what's happening. He's doing something to try to make a difference. So yeah, so I'm going to take this off, and I mean, how cool is the banjo? And you, Ryan, you have all those instruments on your wall. I love the mandolin in the background. So and I know that this past week I had posted about how I really haven't been doing that many creative things for myself. And really, I think what it comes down to is just pretty much complete disorganization on my end. And I think that, like, really I needed to, like, write down all the things that I'm trying to accomplish, and things that, because really in the end, a big thing has to do with, well, you can't hit a target that you don't, like, that you're not, like, creating for yourself. So that's a big, thing. I think I've just been frustrated, and I've been working on a lot of projects that aren't for me, and it's just to go with such a hard balance. And I'm really, really hoping that by the end of this year that I am going to be pretty much, I want to say at least a half of my salary is from my music. There was a point in time where I was full-time music, and long story short, that I let things kind of fall to the I let things fall through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back, and I've had some trials and just certain things happen over the past year where I'm just really trying to, like, I'm like clawing my way back to the top, if you will. So I want to go into the put it out here chat, because I want to see if any of you like what kind of gets in your way when you want to accomplish certain things, and or again, if anybody's just trying to accomplish anything at all, and how maybe this group, we can help encourage you to try to accomplish those things. And again, like the mover and shaker of the week, that's just the kind of, like, it could be anything. I featured anything from making Rice Krispie treats to, music, big music releases and all kinds of different things. And I just want you guys to, but I want to make sure that everybody here knows that, just like, put it out there, like, type it out and know that it's, here it is, like it's in the public, and now it's something that sometimes that's pretty motivating to, it's pretty motivating to just put it out there in the world. So, I know that there's a delay, but I just, if there's anything that does get in your way, or something that you're just, two things if I want you to post. If things that you want to accomplish, what gets in your way? What do you let get in your way? And two, if you're just kind of thinking about trying to accomplish something, just whether it's to clean out some kind of closet or clean a room. Boy, if you guys could see this room, oh my gosh, it's insane because I'm still mailing out packages. That's a long story, but I'm really hoping that to finish that within this week, which I've been meaning to do it for the past couple weeks, and I've just been so busy. But so I'll go back to the chat. I just want to make sure you guys know that I was complaining this week about feeling like I wasn't accomplishing anything, and I took out my planner. Finally, I took the planner back out, and I just like wrote out a bunch of things that I'm feeling, and just kind of like a free write to kind of get out of my head, if you will, in order to accomplish, because I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish, and sometimes it just takes a little bit more laser focus, and again, you can't hit a target that doesn't exist. So but I guess let's see, I want to for those of you who've seen me on Instagram, I do a lot of DIY projects, because I feel like YouTube is the best teacher, and if I can look at a video and feel like I can say to myself, I feel like I can do that, and I can save some money in the process of doing some kind of upgrade in my house, or just literally fixing something that would cost me hundreds of dollars to hire somebody else to do. So this week we changed out Joanna's faucet, and I wanted to show you guys the process of that. So here we go. This is Joanna's sink. We are replacing the faucet with this new faucet.
Sleek.
Yeah, Joanna's going for a black and white look in this bathroom. It's going to be... Okay, so we've disconnected the bottoms, and now we got to disconnect the taps.
Here she goes.
I guess this thing gets taken off. Ugh, gross. Ooh, fancy. Okay, let's do it, JB. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look so good. Well, everything is in, but unfortunately, this pipe isn't long enough, so off to Home Depot we go tomorrow. Okay, I'm back at it. I have the drain here, I have a couple parts, and I have to put this plumber's putty around this. Let's do it. Okay, so I had to get this extra piece here, but I have to cut it down in order for it to fit in here. And I guess I gotta break my saw out, which I'm not looking forward to. So I sawed it outside. I wasn't gonna film myself sawing it. I didn't bring a tripod outside. Okay, so I have everything in now. And I'm told that once you compress these too much, then they leak. So I'm told I'm supposed to change these. I'm hoping I don't have to do that. Okay, so the water's turned on. Oh man, please. Okay. So it is working. The flow out of this sink is really weird. There must be something wrong with the pipes, so I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that. But I'm going to celebrate this victory that I did it. Okay, so I want to give a little update on the faucet. So it was a couple days. It was leaking from a couple places. My brother told me to tape a couple spots. So I taped a spot, and that worked. And then I taped another spot. But now I have to retape it because there is just like a tiny bit of a leak. He said that sometimes you just have to tape it and it helps. So right now it's okay. I do have to change the valves. The valves do have to be changed. So that's, I don't know if I'll be able to do that on my own, but I guess I'll just watch a YouTube video to see if I can. And sadly, for some reason, Joanna's toilet is running again. And for those of you who've watched that journey, it was like a 2 to 3 week journey of trying to fix that toilet. And I'm so mad that it's running right now. So I think tomorrow I'm going to be trying to fix that. But yeah. But just so you know, you guys I do this stuff to save money and also to, like, I feel very accomplished when I do it. But I also want you guys to know that you guys can totally do stuff too. So, and now I want to go back to the chat because I know people are saying some stuff. So, all right, Gina just said, so I just turned 30, so I've spent the past week in crisis mode, and like I haven't done literally anything with my life, which I know isn't true, which is not true, because I know you, Gina. But it's been kicking my butt all week, so I'm legit carving out time today to draw because I haven't done that in a little while. And then you continue to say, with starting some theater stuff so early, I've been spending extra time working on that, but I've been delaying working on other things like art and photo stuff. So I know that you're a big list maker, Gina. And it's so funny with, you know, turning another, when you get into the other decade category. Now, I just turned 40 this year. And to put it in perspective, the way I feel about it is a friend of mine from high school had, and we weren't very close. We're, you know, kind of just like acquaintances. And she was born the day after me. And literally, like, I'm June 5th and she was June 6th, and we were in the hospital at the same time when we were babies. And she passed away this year from cystic fibrosis, and she's struggled so bad for years and years. And so the way I feel about it is I'm never, ever going to complain about my age. And that's, I mean, like, that I'm never going to complain about my age, especially, you know, realizing that, you know, how lucky I am, because not everybody is as lucky. And, you know, it's like, you know, feeling like that, you know, when you turn a different age, that's like, you just feel like, I think that, you know, the panic is like, well, I would wish I was further along in my life. And, you know, we're really hard on ourselves. So I think if you just kind of take the time, and I know that, you know, you may have some new things on the horizon, Gina, but I think drawing and like taking that time, because like I'm aggravated this past week I didn't get to do anything creative, because like that's just like who I am. It's like it's just like what I do. And so I think kind of getting back to your roots of your creativity is probably going to help you out. So maybe I can feature you if you draw something, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe if you want to, I would love to feature you in the next couple weeks if you're going to maybe if you're up for the challenge. All right. So Susan says, what gets in my way is thinking everything on my agenda instead of making a list and working on one thing at a time, or blocking out a specific amount of time to work on specific projects that can't be finished in one day. And I totally get that, because it's, you know, it's I hate, what is the saying, you know, you can't eat a whale in one bite. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you have to plan it out, and you have to, you know, I think that there's certain things, it's like, well, this is the kind of project that I'm not going to be able to work on the whole weekend. So guess what? During the week, I'm going to take 10 minutes here or 10 minutes there or a half hour here or a half hour there. And yeah, it'd be great to have the luxury of the time to do that stuff. But really, you know, and I think that's like why I've been disorganized and aggravated that I haven't taken the time to be creative. And really, that's on me, totally on me. So, and I know, Susan, I text you once in a while to see if, you know, if you are up to anything, but, you know, I think that instead of worrying about big chunks of time, just really taking, you know, those 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and you may not be able to get a lot done, but that all that stuff adds up. And then Gina says, I think if you think of things in little steps instead of a big picture, it makes it much easier to get things done. Oh, you're answering this. It makes it less overwhelming and more progress can be made, even if it's just here and there. See, Gina, you read my mind. And then I need to take a sledgehammer to Joanna toilet. I wish that I could get a new toilet in there and be just like done with it. But for some reason, as opposed to tiling the whole bathroom and putting the toilet on top of the tile, they decided to retile the bathroom and cut the tile around the toilet. So basically, we would have to get the exact size toilet bowl bottom to fit inside the tile. So we're just trying to avoid that as long as possible. And Christopher, it says, I love fixing things myself to help save money. Yep, it sure is. And like also like the satisfaction of like knowing that like, hey, like I did that, like, you know, even though I didn't do a great job on the toilet apparently, but but yeah. So feel free to keep, you know, chatting in here. But I am going to move on to birthday shout out time. I have a lot of birthdays this week, and I want to be a little bit more thorough about my birthdays. So I really kind of went in to Facebook to see whose birthday it is. So first I want to give a shout out to my drummer, Pete Abazia. Pete, you're the best. And I'm so happy that that you're in my life and that you're a good friend and that you're a fantastic drummer and you're just awesome. And then so Nicole Lipman, hey, I hope she's we've been friends for a long, long time. She was a booking agent of mine for a while. She and just a good friend for so many years. So, and she also is Cookie's mom, also meaning her black lab. So, hi, Cookie. Michael Runge, hey. So, Michael Runge is my favorite the best bad joke teller on Facebook for me. So if you see him around, really in the end, you got to give him some props because his jokes are pretty stellar. Michele Storcks. Michelle, I've been friends with her for so long. She's supported me and my music for a long time. And Michelle is probably one of the most resourceful people that I know out there. So, Michelle, you rule. I hope you have a great birthday week. David Rosenthal. So, David, I want to feature you on Mover and Shaker of the Week with your knitting. I think that it's so cool that you do that. So, I've known David for a long time from Leadership Camp. Marcella Michaela. So I don't think that's your last name, but that's what it says on Facebook. And I'm sorry, I don't know your. Is that your? I need to find out your. I think it starts with the B. Marcy is an amazing artist. I really should feature your work on Mover and Shaker of the Week because your painting is incredible. And Marcy is in nursing school right now, and she's uber smart and really fun. And Marcy, you're just so cool. Clark Hinckley. So Clark has a lot of cool goals that he's aiming for, and him and I have been talking back and forth about how he's trying to come up with a plan. So Clark, you can do it. You have a lot of good ideas. Happy birthday. Andrea loves it all. I want to say loves it all, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. So I met Andrea at a show I had a couple weeks ago in maybe last month in Keyport, and she's been really kind and generous with her kind words to me about my music, and now she's coming out with some of her own music, and she's been working pretty hard, and it's something that she's been meaning to do for quite some time. Happy birthday. And Samuel B. Lupowitz. Sam, I met Sam when he was in college. I think, was it at Ithaca? Where did you go to Ithaca? I think that's where you live still. Anyway, he is a crazy talented musician, and he writes songs, and he plays all kinds of shows, and he's just like, he plays all kinds. Yeah, you're so cool. Happy birthday, everybody. I hope that this September is the best September of your lives. You guys rule. Michael says that at least someone appreciates my humor. Laura is numb to me now. That's his wife. Well, I'm always good for, I'm a good audience when it comes to those kinds of jokes. And I wanted to do, just real quick, I want to go over this podcast that I listened to, a Positive and Passionate podcast. I will listen to, I don't know if any of you know of Amy Porterfield, but she does like a lot of like online marketing stuff, and she teaches people on how to build their email lists and things like that. And so I listen to her podcast pretty frequently, but she's just like a very nice person, and she had one of my favorite people out on her show, Marie Forleo. And I don't know if any of you know Marie in any way, shape, or form, but Marie is somebody who helps people try to create their online businesses, and I find both of these women to be very inspiring. And Marie Forleo is coming out with a book, and this was a special episode for Amy, because she just interviewed Marie Forleo, and Marie has a bunch of interviews right now happening on all over the podcast universe, and I really, really want this book. I can't wait to read it. The book is called Everything is Figureoutable, and it just gives you, like, just listen to the podcast. It's the August 26th episode, and I just found it to be really inspiring. I felt like really like juiced up after I listened to it. So that's how I feel after, an hour interview. I can't imagine how I'm going to feel after the book. All right. And I guess the final thing going on here is my upcoming shows. I added a last minute show that's this week, and it's Thursday, and it's a Nashville style, like Nashville singer-songwriter style songwriters round, and it's in Neptune City. You can find all these details on my website at the link is in the show notes, amandaduncan.com/shows, and so I have that show coming up this Thursday. And then I have an internet-based show with my friend Brian Erickson on September 30th. September 27th, I have another Sofar Philly show. So all these links are all on my site if you want to purchase tickets for that show. And then October 19th, I have a show in Asbury Park, and that's going to be awesome because that's the Asbury Underground music crawl. And then October 23rd, I have another Sofar Philly show. And really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up more shows, monthly shows that have a built-in audience that who are really into supporting musicians and their mission to make a living and spread the word about their music. And my career is like I've talked about this before. It's twofold, where I play I play my music, and I love writing my songs and performing, but also I love inspiring people to live creative lives and do fulfilling things for themselves. So so if any of you know of any really cool music series that have a really cool built-in audience, that are very much into supporting artists in their rise to remote fame, please let me know about them. I would love to play. I just really want to play these shows, and I just really want to do this. So let me know. All right. I'm going to have a sip of this. Hey, Clark. Don't worry about being late. No big deal. I'm trying to debate what song I should play. to end this. Thank you everybody so much for being here. And a lot of times, like, I prepared the episode on Sundays and Mondays, although it got moved over to today because I'm not doing Soft Pants Nation on actual holidays, because I just found that it's just like low attendance and people just want to relax on their holidays. So, all right, let's do this. No, I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I got lots of things to do and people to meet. Standing still is not my style, feeling like a little child. I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I'm not one to wait and watch the pop, oh yo. I can't be sitting here wasting my time. Watch out, I'm on the move. Don't need you to prove. Yes, no, let's go. No, I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I got lots of things to do and people to meet. Standing still is not my style, feeling like a little child. I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I can't commit to anything that leaves me empty. A satisfaction is my bottom line. What more to say? Better get out of my way. Yes, no, let's go. No, I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I got lots of things to do and people to meet. Standing still is not my style, feeling like a little child. I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. When I was a little girl, the grass grew under your feet. Mama put my hair in curls. The grass grew under your feet. Now I'm grown and I've seen the light. I know how to make things right. Two, three, four, not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I got lots of things to do and people to meet. Standing still is not my style, feeling like a little child. I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. No, I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. I got lots of things to do and people to meet. Standing still is not my style, feeling like a little child. I'm not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. Ooh, under my feet. Ah, not under my feet. Ah, under my feet. Ba-ba-da-da, under my. No, I'm not gonna let the grass grow. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. Under my feet. Not gonna let the grass grow under my feet. All right. So, everybody, feel free to check out the link for the fundraiser that Ryan is doing. And, yes, so I hope that you guys had a good time. I hope that you feel like you can accomplish something this week, because I plan on, with my planner, to accomplish some stuff this week. And I already have. I've been, pretty organizing a bunch of stuff. And, yeah, so, hey! Oh my gosh, I miss you too! Alright, let me go to the chat. Hold on a second here. So I will. If you want to come to my show on Thursday, you are very much welcome. I want to make sure that everybody knows that that I believe in you, and I know that sounds silly. It's like a general blanket statement, but I do, because I know that if you plan something and you take the time to do it a little bit each week, and just, do your thing, and don't worry about, you don't need anyone's permission to do what you love. Just be yourself. And because, a lot of times I'm pretty much unapologetically myself, and sometimes it feels like I'm always going against the grain, and in the end, whatever I decide to do is like, yeah, no, that it's my decision. This is for me, and you got to live your life for yourself. So I hope that you guys can find ways to live for yourself and do, these creative things that we talk about, and I'll be in touch with some of you who kind of put it out there in the world to try to accomplish some more things. So, well, let me go back to this, and yeah. One day I'm going to have a real intro and outro, and it's going to be a glorious day. And then I won't have this black background. This is not necessarily the branding that I want, but until there's a budget for Soft Pants Nation, this is the background we're getting. Have a great week, everybody. Mwah. Enjoy the weather wherever you are. And if you don't have the weather you want, I guess you got to make the weather up in your head.